All right, Coach Chris here with TRI312. We are here at the official home of IRONMAN Lake Placid at Mirror Lake, one of the most clear lakes you will find anywhere. Beautiful water conditions, home of one of the longest running Ironman races in North America. And I'm here with Becky Critch, who is spectating for Fred Critch, who's out racing on the bike right now. But Becky, I hear that you actually, in addition to spectating, you actually came and swam in the lake. What did you think of the swim in Mirror Lake as a first-time person just getting in for the first time here?
Yeah, the water was just gorgeous. It was like a mirror. It was very smooth. Swam the cable. The cable is about 4 feet down from the surface. It was laid originally by the rowing team, and Fred actually stood on the cable at one point when we paused to take some pictures. So it's really not very far down.
Very, very cool. So he actually stood on it and kind of waved. Yep.
Yes, he was slacklining on the cable.
Very cool.
That's exactly what he was doing. He was slacklining.
So would you recommend this race for either a first-time Ironman athlete or just any Ironman athlete if they are nervous about the open water swim, or do you think there's any pros or cons about this race just from your limited swimming experience in it?
From a swim perspective, very beginner-friendly, beginner Ironman-friendly. Just because the water is so clear, it's so smooth. There is a little bit of a current. You get about halfway out to that first turn buoy, and there is a current that's pushing you to the right. So you're constantly having to fight that so that you don't cross over the line. But it's very, very beginner friendly. Now, the bike course is a little of a different animal. Would not recommend this race overall because of the bike course.
So yeah, not necessarily technical bike course, but a lot of climbing, a lot of elevation gains. So you want to be at least comfortable with uphills and downhills. There's some fast downhills on it. But yeah, the swim course, perfect. It's 2 loops. So you actually come out on this beach over here. You come out for the first loop and go back in again. So spectators can actually see you at the halfway point of the swim as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, awesome venue. And yeah, if you ever come to the race, come check out the Rock.
I know, right? Hey everybody, this is Coach Shelley with TRI312. We're live here in Lake Placid Ironman, having a great time, just waiting for our friend Freddie Machete Critch to get out of the water. It's a total surprise. He does not know that we are here, so... Oh, he's out. Okay, excellent. So he should be coming up here after he gets stripped. This will be exciting. He doesn't know that we're here, so...
Oh, this is going to be so funny.
All right, Freddie's coming out. Probably getting his wetsuit stripped right now.
Yep. You got to hit the strippers. Anytime now. Anytime. There he is! Fred!
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 Fred! So I think that was a good thing. I think he'd had an excellent swim. Chris, back to you.
I think his heart rate went up a couple beats on that one. All right, guys. Hey, it is Coach Chris with TRI312 reporting live from Ironman Lake Placid. We made a surprise drop-in appearance to cheer on some athletes, notably Fred Critch, Freddie the Machete, one of our die-hard triathletes, and he's now attempting his Ironman Lake Placid for a second time. This is his retribution race. And as you can see here, this is one of the more technical parts of the course. I want to point out, as you come out of transition after the swim, you're coming from the Olympic track. The running track is where the transition is, and it's at the top of a hill. So over here you see the bike out, and as soon as you cross through the timing arch and the mount line, it is downhill, really narrow, into a switchback turn, and then you go down and you make a right-hand turn onto an even steeper downhill, and at the bottom of that is another left-hand turn. So very technical part of the course. You'll want to think about what gear do you want to be in, how fast you think you'll go, and most importantly, if you're around a lot of other athletes, make sure you communicate and ride safe. You know, whether you're going on the outside of the switchback to make it a little smoother, whether you're staying to the right on the downhill to let faster people pass you on the left. Think about all those little things and visualize it before race day. That way when you get here, you're not caught off guard. It's not a surprise. And you also might want to think about how to prepare for it. So on your bike, think about what gear are you going to really rack in? Are you going to be in the big chain ring or the small chain ring? Once you get up to speed, you want to be able to pedal, but you don't want to be in such a hard gear that you can't navigate around other people if there is a little bit of a backlog around the switchbacks. So probably middle chain ring, but a slightly harder gear the small chain ring in the front and a slightly harder gear on the back. But think about those little things before race day. That way when you get here, it's just part of another thing that you've rehearsed in your head multiple times. So good luck, gang. And on the bike course, run course, and the swim course, I'm actually standing in the Tri-Club Village area. The bike is taking place right now, so some of the pros and maybe even top age groupers are beginning to come through. And this is an area that Ironman has at almost every event. Every half and full Ironman event will have a Tri-Club Village area. And wow, look at these guys, they're flying. This is an area where tri-clubs can bring their team tents and have a hangout area. So you can see over my shoulder here, we got Varlo, Tridot, a bunch of tri-clubs. And this section of the course is right now the bike course, but also part of the run course. So we're gonna have both the bike and the run visible from one spot, and on my shoulder here on the other side, let's walk over here real quick. And you can actually see over my shoulder the swim course. So the yellow buoys mark the out part of the swim and the orange buoys mark the return. So literally where I'm standing, I could sit here all day, watch the swim, watch the bike, and watch the run. And there are some restaurants right down there too. So this is what makes, I think, Ironman Lake Placid a really fun event. Both for the athletes competing, but also for spectators that want to come out and hang out all day. Logistically, it's a very easy race to spectate and a lot of fun. There's a lot of people, a lot of teams, a lot of clubs, a lot of energy, a lot of music. So definitely a fun race. If you ever get the chance, at least come to spectate, if not race this event. Doing a little shot of the whole transition area, but I want to point out this is where you see all the country flags. This is one of the Olympic buildings, the ice skating rink. The famous Miracle on Ice event happened right around here. This is the kind of main hub of all the action. And off to my shoulder down here, you'll actually see the lake is off in the distance behind us, just up the hill a little ways. And you come down after the swim and you come into the Olympic track here. And the bike transition area is actually inside the Olympic track, the oval, and you grab your bikes and you exit on the south end there with a little technical switchback steep downhill section. But this whole area is also the finish line. So when you finish the run at the end of the day, you actually do a half lap around the Olympic track, on the Olympic track, and there's a little cauldron down here they bring out and they light it up. So you get the Olympic flame lit for you as you come down the finish line, past the VIP area by the Jumbotron over there. So this is right in front of the high school. This is where the VIP area is. But out on the bike, once you are on the bike and you do your first loop and you finish that first loop, you actually come right back through here. So up behind all these country flags is where the special needs area is. You can actually almost see the bags up here behind the fencing. So this is where all the action is. Spectators can hang around here all day. They can see you come out of the swim, get on the bike, see you in the midpoint of the bike, so you start the run, so you finish the course. So you can see there's a lot of excitement and action that happens around here. It's a great race for spectators and a very historic race in a very unique venue. So I think it's been rated as having one of the best bike courses out there. It's a good challenging course, but not too bad. And one of my favorite races. It's a historic Ironman race because it is actually, I believe it was the first, or one of the first with Ironman Florida, one of the first Ironman events in North America. So one of the longest running events in the country. So very cool race. Very excited to be here to cheer on some of our athletes. right there.
Okay.
Now, yeah, it's so crowded though. He's boxed in. Like just to get out, it's going to be hard. See? Yeah.
Well, this is the guts of the race.
Yeah. Go, Fred! Go, Fred! Let's go, Machete! Be careful.
I'm gonna turn my Apple Watch off just so you know. In case
Okay.
So, are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I followed the TRI 4-star pacing strategy, and it was perfect.
Yeah,
you're
crushing it.
That's how we bring Tri and the Shy to Lake Placid.
There you go. This is real snow. It is the middle of summer. It is the middle of July, and there's still real snow here. I'm right in front of where they have the Miracle on Ice, if you will, the Olympic Center. It's the 1932 ice rink building in the Olympic Center. You can see the Olympic flags behind me over here. And this is part of the bike course. So you bike right past this. The transition area is right nearby. You'll see this when you come through for personal needs. The other thing I want to point out is, let's come over here. Mortal Hydration. So this is the new hydration partner at Ironman events. You'll see this on the bike and the run course. Make sure you get familiar with it. Try it out. It's a good product. I like it. They have a regular and a salty flavor. They both have a lot of electrolytes, but not as many calories. When you're thinking about your nutrition plan, think about what you're going to use on course. Map it out. Do the math. Go through the numbers. Make sure you've dialed in not just the carbs, but also the electrolytes. But don't forget to look around and enjoy the views. I mean, racing in a location that's had not just one, but two Winter Olympic Games, 1932 and 1980, when the Miracle on Ice happened, is really historic. And it's also one of the longest running Ironman races in North America. It's one of the most historic Ironman races out there. So very, very cool race. I got to race it once. Now I'm spectating it. And it's fun from both sides, for spectators and for athletes. So definitely check it out if you get a chance.
This is Switchblade Critch at Ironman Lake Placid, here with Coach Shelley, who wants to share a pro tip with all of our athletes.
Don't eat yellow snow. Not even in July.
Coach Chris here. Oh, there we go. We got another pro staying in aero position. These athletes are watching what they are doing. They've done their homework. This is a technical part of the Ironman Lake Placid course as you come through town. Most of it is, very, very scenic, just kind of rolling mountain, like longer climbs, not really rolling, but gradual inclines and nothing super steep. So beautiful, beautiful course. But then when you come through town, there's these short little steep sections as you come up to the Olympic Center, the Olympic ice rink, down to transition, through personal needs. And it's important to know what this area looks like, especially because if you do a little research and you learn where the turns are and how sharp they are, one, you're just kind of mentally more prepared. You can visualize race day better. But two, you can save a lot of time and energy. You can start to think about, hey, am I going to take nutrition in on this stretch of road? Planning all that. And you can see this person going through pretty aggressively, picking up speed. Let's see, yep, they take it to turn wide. They're going to lean into it, outside leg down, lean into the first turn, then switch outside leg down for the other turn. So knowing what to do, allowing yourself to get into aero position quicker, into and out of aero position quicker if you've got a higher speed, makes a big difference on race day. Coach Chris here. We are in IRONMAN Lake Placid, spectating a few of our athletes who are out here on course. And we wanted to provide some tips for spectators, things that you should do if you're going to be out here all day. It's an endurance challenge unto itself to spectate a full Ironman. So what are some tips that we might have for spectators who are spectating a full Ironman?
So, one great tip, sunblock. It's been sunny, super hot. Well, maybe not super hot, but still, with no cloud cover up here. It's been quite sunny, and just the solar energy. It's sunny. It's hot. And I also say compression socks. If you're going to be on your feet spectating and running all over the place for people for a good 17 hours, compression socks are your best friend.
We're practical. You have to get your nutrition.
Yeah.
And you have to hydrate. Right?
Cheers. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Spectating is hard work. Get your protein, get your carbohydrates, get your electrolytes, get your beer.
We highly recommend, if you're in Lake Placid, a good spot on the run course. You can stay in one spot and see your athlete 6 times or more from, what is the name of our lovely establishment? The White Bear. The crab cake, it comes with scallops. It is quite...
Scallops, artichoke, tomato, very yummy.
You deserve it. You're a spectator. You get to treat yourself. Make sure you take care of yourself. Fueling plan, hydration plan, sunscreen plan, and don't forget to put your feet up so you can have all the energy in the world to cheer on your athletes all throughout the day. How are we feeling?
Good. I wasted a lot of time at the beginning because I taped the bottom of my feet because I could tell that on these hills, running downhill, I was going to be blistering. I could feel the soreness. So I took my shoes off and taped the bottom of my feet. I had to do it a couple times.
Try to keep walking. Are you okay?
Yeah, I just started to get a cramp just now. Coming up that killer hill.
Okay.
Blistering or anything?
No, not blistering because I taped it early, like at mile 1.5. And running the downhill until just the past couple miles because my legs aren't having it.
Yeah.
But doing the math.
Yeah. No, you're doing great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So if you're wondering why I was so slow at the beginning, I was using the KT tape you gave me. Got all my blister-prone spots because running downhill really causes blisters. You know, if your foot's sliding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you guys, thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
Hey, sir, so I noticed you're out here running with people. Why?
Well, I got caught, you know, and I'm trying to find my exit strategy here. Yeah.
And there's just no way out.
When did you guys come?
1 o'clock this morning.
Holy crap.
Helicopter airdrop.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
We're
downhill.
going to keep kicking your ass, so you got to keep moving.
Yeah,
Nice
we're
work,
here.
Fred. Go get it.
You got it, Fred.